Hey y'all, I'm showing you today how to do a fun just lettering project with we're gonna write Home of the Brave and do a flag in the background because today is a day that we are definitely remembering our just brave men and women who make our freedom possible. So that is what we are lettering. So I'm going to take a Sharpie. A lot of times I would do this with pencil first, but I'm going to do it with my Sharpie first today. I'm going to do home, just a big, like, whenever you're doing lettering, think of it just one stroke at a time. So it's going to be one stroke. Hey, Lisa. And we're out on the front porch, so you might hear cars and stuff. Somebody just pulled up. Okay, I did a big home. Now I'm going to do of the brave, but I'm going to do brave first, okay? So then I'll come back and do my small of the. One stroke. I'm going to come around, going to come up and down. Now right there where that went in, I'm not going to worry about that because I know that when I come back to thicken things, that's when I will kind of cover that. See that? I'll come back in a bit. And then for the V, I'm already going to think ahead and just kind of do a loop-de-loop. So I'm going to come down and then kind of have fun with that. And now I'll come back in and do of the, and just kind of fit it in my space. All right, so I've got that on there. Now I'm going to go back and thicken the downstrokes. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to letter all of this and then kind of put a bubble around it. I may have done this a little bit bigger than I should have because I'm wanting to put the flag in the background. So if you are doing this at home with me, you might want to do this a little bit smaller. All right, so I thickened those downstrokes. We're on the front porch of the beach house. So that's why this is a little different setting. Everybody is at the beach, I feel like, or at the lake or somewhere. Hey, Rebecca, you're somewhere too. I forget where. I didn't recognize it, but it looks fun wherever y'all are. Like a campground or something, is that right? Hey, Michelle, you're sitting by the pool. Woo, woo. I know, isn't it fun? Michelle says she's working on her 100 days of promise. I love just sitting out there and lettering and drawing and reading. Like, I love it. Not that I have a pool, but just sitting anywhere by water, if it's the creek or the ocean or wherever. So one thing that you are going to see, can y'all see? You can't, okay, our phone kind of cut out for a second. Don't turn it too much or I think it'll mess up. One thing that you're going to see is you don't need a ton of super fancy tools to get started with lettering. So you see this is just a Sharpie. So if you just had a pencil and a Sharpie, that's all you're going to need to get started with just lettering. Rebecca says natural is Alabama only. Oh, it's going too fast. I can't see. Okay, I'll have to go back and read. It's kind of scrolling up too fast where I can't read. So I'll have to read back up on it in just a sec. But don't y'all just love vacay days where you're just with family and you get to, like, I feel like I am most creative when I take a little time of, like, getting quiet. You know, like, well, not really quiet. There's not a whole lot of quiet around this house with all these children. But just, like, out of your normal routine. Like, when you're just a little bit out of your normal routine. When you get into nature, like out by the beach and all of that fun stuff. Hey, Betty. Hey, Naomi. All right, so here we go. That's when I don't know, just sparks creativity. Being by the water, being God's creation, and a little bit out of my normal routine. We all just went and got ice cream down here at the beach. My dad, he has a really cute VW van, VW old Volkswagen van. And all of the kiddos piled up in that and went to the ice cream shop. So that's always fun. Okay, so now I did this before I came on, and to begin with, I just did the flag in the background. And I think that if you have a light red, that would look good. In our case, whenever we did this, it was a little bit, it kind of fought with the wording. So instead of just doing the flag straight over, we are going to kind of come like this and just kind of make our little bubble that kind of fits. I might have done that a little bit too big right there. All right, so I've got that, and now I'm going to use my Tombow pens and lay some color on, and then I'll use my water. I'm on watercolor paper. I'm like Canson watercolor paper, and then use the water to kind of loosen it. So I'm going to kind of come in here. Now, there's no way I'm going to like try to fit 50 stars or even have perfect stars. I'm just going to kind of do some spacey stars here. And then I'm going to kind of scribble in some blue in the background. And what I'll do later is kind of come with my water and loosen this blue up and paint everything blue except for the stars. And we're going to try to fit our 7 red stripes in here. Not anything perfect, but we're just going to kind of scribble. Don't. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just about done with this, with the Tombow markers, and I'm about to grab my cup of water and loosen this all up. So, hang tight. Alright, so I've got my cup of water, and I'm going to start with my red. So, here we go. You see that? I love how the Tombow just loosens everything up. It makes it all look watercolor-y. So do you see how bright it is too? I didn't mean to get it right inside there, but it's okay. So this is one of the reasons that it didn't look good in this case to go on top of the lettering. But I think if you were using like some pan watercolor or something and it wasn't quite as vibrant, you could go right on top of the lettering. Because if you're doing it with Sharpie, the Sharpie is not going to move with the water on top of it. So you can watercolor over it, you can put water on top of it. It's permanent, you're going to be fine. So you can go straight over it. The only reason we chose not to is because it's kind of fighting with it just a little bit. And then up here on the blue, I am going to just kind of fill in everything. See, when you touch it, the blue marker, it kind of just turns to the blue watercolor. So I'm just going to go up to the stars. This is not intended to look anything perfect at all. It's just a representation. So there you have it. I hope some of these little mini lessons are showing y'all that you can get creative. You can use your creativity and play without having to feel like you have to set aside an hour worth of time, okay? Or that you have to have a huge fancy setup. Y'all see that this watercolor pad, it's so easy. Like, I pop it in my car. Like, I don't have to have the fancy, I mean, obviously, look at us. We're not in a fancy setup right now. We're on the front porch of the beach house. This is in my lap, and we just use Sharpie and 2 markers and, you know, and a brush. And those are all things that are really easy to pop into a bag and take wherever you go, whether it's on vacation, out by the pool, or at your house, and just have them ready to roll. That's just easy and fun. So anyway, that is that. I will get a little bit closer so that you can see it. But that is just a fun little Memorial Day project. So if y'all decide to do this, please show it to us. if you are interested in the lettering club, it is only a few more days that we are open. Lisa says, I was doing the Paisley one from yesterday when you just came on. Oh, fun. Yay. Show us that one, Lisa. Be sure to show us that one. Show us what you got. That's a fun little way to feel the paper. And if you're not sure what she's talking about, that was the video we posted yesterday. So anyway, we are just giving you sneak peeks into little small lettering projects. So if you're interested in the club, come on and look. Here's a little visitor coming out to see us. I think that means it's time to go. So anyway, y'all have a good Memorial Day weekend, and we will see y'all soon. Bye.